happened was when he heard Ain't No Woman Like the One I Got, he was like, damn, why we ain't write it?
See this brother win, man. Hey, look, what is your win, big? What is your win, big? What is your win, big? Kansas City. What the fuck is your win?
Well, hello there, love bugs. Hello there, Bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share the Facebook, subscribe, and visit uptopbeauty.com. Today's lookies would be our Priscilla frames. I think this is number 2. And our Lupus wood bangle bundle. Okay, I decided to keep this. This is not for sale. This is the small medium, but this one, the medium large, is up on the site now. That's if it hasn't already been purchased. My bad, because you know I do these videos in advance. And if you are not already a part of our book club, please hit the Patreon link below and or the join button here on the YouTube. And for a small monthly fee of $5, you babies, yes, you can be privy to all the shenanigans before the YouTube gets it, if the YouTube gets it. Now, let's continue talking about Duke Fakir's I'll Be There, My Life with the 4 Tops. From LA, Berry called Levi on the phone and pitched to him, I've got a part in a movie for you. Would you and your wife like to come out here to talk about it? Levi agreed, hung up and called me. We always discuss things since we were kids. It all sounded good to me. I told him he should go see what Berry was talking about. Berry flew Levi and Clanice out to California. They were picked up at the airport and whisked to Berry's house. Berry enthusiastically described the movie he had in mind. Lady Sings the Blues. Y'all know I'm a Diana Ross fan, okay? Why? Because that bitch can wear a Bob Mackie like no other hoe could, except for the Carl Burnett. What I'm about to tell you just ruins the grand illusion of the movie Lady Sings the Blues. I got a wonderful part for you. You'll be playing the romantic lead opposite Diana Ross, who's going to be portraying Billie Holiday. The part is perfect for you. It's written for you. He was referring to the role of Billie's husband, Louis McKay, eventually played by Billy D. Williams. Niggas, what? You say what? You put my Billy D. Williams secondary to Levi? Levi, I don't have no problems with you. I don't know you like that. Your voice is astounding, okay? Your voice is incredible. But he could have never, ever pulled off the swag of Louis McKay. I said it, goddammit. That's what I said. Berry kept talking up the movie, trying to appeal to Levi with how much money he was going to pay him. It was a great deal. Berry went on, and Levi got really excited. Finally, Levi asked, what about the Tops? What about my boys? Is there a part in it for them? Nah, man, this is just for you. Berry told him, I don't have a part for nobody else. Without a moment's hesitation, Levi replied, we're going home then. What do you mean? Berry asked, genuinely surprised. If you don't have a part for my guys, then you don't have a part for me. It's the 4 of us or nothing. Levi walked away. He and Clanice went straight to the airport. He wouldn't even let Berry's people call for a car to take them. When Levi got back to Detroit, we discussed what was going through his mind when he turned down the amazing offer. Levi said he could see breaking up the group as the next step. Levi didn't care about the money. He didn't care about none of that. He was already famous with the Tops. To him, that was famous enough. He didn't have an oversized ego. All throughout our career, Levi had several other offers from record companies and people who wanted him to go solo. He'd always tell them, no thanks. This is our group. We grew up together. We made a commitment. We love what we do just like this. Levi's instincts were right about the movie being a move to break us up. Inevitably, Motown came to Levi with the idea that they wanted to rename the group Levi Stubbs and the Tops. That goddamn Berry bed bug bites, bro. It never fails. Every time Berry Gordy does something nice, he does something next. You gave Duke Fakur the money to buy his mammy a house, and then you turn around and try to break up the group. Nigga. By 1971, the year after we recorded Still Water, Love, we still were not happy with what was going on with Motown. We weren't really in the studio as often as we wished. We had recorded a couple of albums, but times were changing. We could feel our momentum slipping. We'd been scuffling since Dozier Holland left. We needed to get some hits. When we finished our last album for Motown in 1972, Nature planned it, we noticed that the promotion we were accustomed to wasn't there, especially with the single releases. Yes, it's over. The kids are gone. What's the use of trying to hang on? Somewhere we lost the key. So little left for you and me. That's one of my favorite Johnny Mathis songs, y'all. And it's clear to see. I know it's Denise with him. Too much, too little, too late to try again with you. Child, I'm sorry. Too much, too little, too late. The Four Tops go over to the Peoples, okay? Excuse me, sir. What's going on with us? What's going on with us? You letting us fall through the cracks. What's going on? The reply, well, you're not one of our key artists anymore. We were blown away. What do you mean by that? I shot back. There's another artist ahead of y'all at this moment that we're working on. You have to wait your turn. While we were processing that, he decided to drop a bigger bomb. You guys have had a great run. This is as far as you can go with Motown. That's it, he said, out of the blue. We don't really need you guys anymore. Like that in my face, bro? You just gonna be like that? It's over for the Tops. Y'all are free to do what you want to do. Go anywhere. We were speechless. None of us knew what to say. I was so mad and hurt, not just about what he said, but the way he said it. Yeah, that was very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. Just very arrogant. Man, people will keep you around as long as they can use you, baby. I'm telling you, bruh. So matter of fact, cold like he was throwing out the trash. I was so pissed. The street in me almost came out. Remember I told you? I said I could tell the Fakur is a little streetish, okay? But he not letting us know. Oh, wait a minute. We knew that because he was a part of a goddamn gang. Okay, I digress. I wanted to hit that mother hunty in his eye, but I held back because that's not the way Motown had treated us. It had been good up until that point. No gangster stuff. None of us confronted him, even though we were devastated. We walked out of his office with our heads up. But we went somewhere and almost cried. We were heartbroken. What the fuck are we going to do? We wailed. Amongst ourselves in private, we always questioned whether we were as good as we thought we were, or if being under Motown's umbrella was the thing that helped us succeed and survive. After some quick reflection, thinking back to our previous success, it didn't take us long to rebound. So going back to the Tony Turner book about the Temptations, okay? Tony Turner made a very valid point when he said, I think that part of the reason why the Motown artists didn't expand the way they should or take steps forward the way they should once they left Motown was because Motown spoiled them rotten. Why I believe the Four Tops could be successful outside of Motown was because they didn't start with Motown. They already had grooming before they got to Motown. Only thing that Motown was to them was a vehicle. Motown was not the Four Tops' parents the way that Motown was the parents of the Supremes, Martha Reeves, so many of the acts that came from impoverished Detroit. Okay, so that's the difference to me. The same day, one of Motown's promotion men, Larry Maxwell, heard about what happened and came to us saying, "Man, that's awful. Berry should hear about this. I'm going to California as part of a promotion," Maxwell told us. "While I'm out there, I bet I could get y'all a record deal." "Go ahead, man. See what you can do," I said. What would it hurt? 2 days later, Maxwell called Duke. "Y'all gotta hear this shit I found for you. A couple of badass songs by writers on ABC Dunhill's label, Dennis Lambert and Brian Potter." Maxwell returned to Detroit with one of the writers and the tape of the song. He played "Ain't No Woman Like the One I Got" and "Keeper of the Castle" on a little cassette tape recorder. Shiz, we looked at each other blown away. These are some bad songs. They were raw. We agreed to meet with the president of ABC Dunhill, Jay Lasker, to discuss some kind of deal. This required that we go to the West Coast to meet him face to face. The songs were worth it. We sat down with Jay Lasker in LA. He started talking about a 4-album deal. Obviously, he was excited about signing the 4 tops. He was making a real commitment. He told us that it would be nice if we moved out to the West Coast to record, so we had to explain that we'd already been through this with Motown. Answer: no. That's not what we want to do. But because the dude Jay Lasker was so excited about getting the 4 tops on his roster, he was like, "Okay, don't worry about it. When I need you to record, I'm going to fly you and your family, whoever you want to come with you, your hoes, whoever, and I'm going to put you up at the Beverly Hilton." Okay, we got a deal. We eventually agreed upon $62,500 per album, but we had to own some of the publishing rights. We started in recording our first album with ABC Dunhill immediately. As soon as we finished recording both songs, we sat down with their quality control people. We decided that "Keeper of the Castle" should be the first single out the box. It wasn't the stronger of the two, but it had the same kind of driving rhythm and beat that people associated with the tops. Then we dropped the second single, "Ain't No Woman Like the One I've Got," a post-Motown comeback with a 1-2 punch. Sure enough, according to the plan, "Keeper of the Castle" opened the door fast and wide. It hit the top 10 on the Billboard's national charts. The album with the same name started flying off the shelves. After that, we put out "Ain't No Woman Like the One I've Got." That motherfucker became a hit the minute it came out. It soared all the way to the number 4 spot, the highest we had been in years. It eventually became another gold record for us. It felt good to be back on top again, disproving all the naysayers. I miss my other family, my Motown family. So while we were working on our ABC Dunhill recordings in LA, we would go over to visit their new headquarters as they were settling in. Bullshit the baker, man. Bitch, you don't want me, then I don't want you. They can come see you over there at ABC. We were upfront with Jay about our ties over there and clear about our allegiances to our new record company. I told him we belong to ABC Dunhill now, and we're going to do everything we can possibly do to be the greatest artists you ever had. But we will always be part of Motown's family. Yeah, that's what the Berry Gordy told you. Until he let that white man tell y'all that y'all could leave and be free. Jay was cool about it. As long as you keep promoting ABC Dunhill and doing everything you can to sell records over here, that's all I ask. I know where your heart is. One day, Berry heard we were visiting Motown, and he called us. "Fellas, why in the F didn't you call me when Ewart Abner said he was letting you go?" Nigga, please. He is so full of shiz, y'all. Really? You so big that you don't know when they firing people around there? Ooh, that nigga make me so sick. No, you know what this remind me of? When we read every Motown book, especially the Marvin Gaye books, All the books say that when Gordy made the move, he took the people he wanted with him. For the people that was not taken with him, they fell through the cracks. Didn't you know ahead of time what Ewart was going to do? I asked him, don't you all talk? No, listen to what I'm telling you, man, Berry explained. I never would have let y'all go. How could I let you leave? I never imagined he'd do that. He sounded as upset as we had been. Bullshit, the baker, man. Like I told you, if he ain't had no use for you, even if you put in 100 million years with the company, if you ain't no use no more, then fuck you. Stay here in Detroit and rock. What happened was, when he heard ain't no woman like the one I got, he was like, damn. Why we ain't write it? Listen, Berry, at the time we were so devastated, I explained. We were in a state of shock. Don't you remember that this is the same nigga that tried to break y'all up? Okay, I'll be back. I was so upset I didn't want to talk to nobody. All I wanted to do was get out of there. You should have called me, man, he said. All you had to do was call me. Bullshit, the baker, man. I'm so sorry we didn't do that, Berry. What? Why are you apologizing to him? This is the same man that tried to break up the Four Tops. Oh, my God. You know we still love Motown. That's why we're over here now. That's why we're over here now. We love everybody here, I said, now apologizing to him about what happened. Tell you what. Wait a minute. Pause. Okay? Didn't I tell you that Berry Gordy and the Motown be driving people crazy? You know why? Because he be gaslighting the hell out of them people over there. Them people don't know their head from their ass by the time Berry get through with them. Tell you what. Anytime you want to come back, just call me. He assured us. Berry made good on that promise later down the road. After talking to him, it really felt like he didn't have anything to do with Ewart's decision. Girl, our first album, Keeper of the Castle, was a big seller, and shortly after its release, we finalized our deal. Our first album, Keeper of the Castle, was a big seller, and shortly after its release, we finalized our deal. After Keeper of the Castle, we enjoyed moderate success with the next two, Main Street People in 1973 and Meeting of the Minds in 1974. As we were finishing our fourth album, Night, Lights, Harmony in 1975, it was time to meet with the company to sign a new contract and see if we could go forward with a new record deal. Well, fellas, I got to tell you, I really can't do it. I can't give you the deal, Jay said to us. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share the Facebook, subscribe, and visit uptopbeauty.com for our Priscilla personality frames. This is number 2, and our lupus wood bangle bundles. Now, remember this. The same people that you meet on the way up will always be the same people that you meet on the way down. My naysayers, my patron loves, you babies. Have a good one.